All right, Aries. So what you're pulling here worries me a little bit, but where you come out at is like really powerful. And I think it's something that a lot of people can learn from here. So Aries, this week from Lay Vampire, you pulled redemption, absolution, forgiveness, and penance. And then from Chakra Wisdom, you pulled gratitude. Now, with redemption, the blessing says being able to be sorry, to say sorry, and to take responsibility will lift any burdens you may be carrying from your shoulders. Working with this card says it is time to be open about your remorse and to let what has been secret to be said. Now, when it comes to, redemption, right? We make mistakes. Everybody deserves to have a second chance, but your redemption is coming through a very powerful place here with gratitude. This is something that I preach about all the time. Now, the very first quote for this card says, I am so glad you are in my life. It's one of the important things with this card is about being grateful for the people that are there, especially if you're being redeemed. Now, the inspiration says that gratitude rises our vibration to a higher level. If you are unhappy in any relationship, this card reminds you that it is always in your power to change it. There is no mystery to being a good person. Good people just do good things. And then the personal question asks, who is the person I admire most? Why? How can I live at that level? The key ideas are friendship, deep love, pregnancy, nurturing, unconditional love towards self and others. And then, of course, the keywords are appreciation, recognition, and esteem. So I do think that for some of you, the people that are in your life are going to be the ones that, are going to be there for you during this redemption. But you moving forward with gratitude, definitely, it's so true. It raises your vibration to a level that makes anything possible for you. Gratitude is absolutely the way to manifest the things that you want. So if you've made mistakes, you're definitely being redeemed. All right, Aries, here we go. Here is the energy coming through. The Two of Coins. I'm seeing this one a lot. Man, there's a lot of people out there that are juggling some shit out, it feels like. So with the Two of Coins being your signifier, right? Needing to balance some things out in your life. It is the juggling act, you have the ability here to adapt to the changes that are happening, but it's suggesting that there are things that you're having to balance out, whether it's the money coming in and going out, different things that are going on in your life and trying to maintain everything. But it's also about decisions as well, being a two. But, I don't know. The Two of Coins isn't bad. It bothers me because I hate the idea of, people constantly, I'm trying to juggle all this shit out and this is all I'm doing, Wow. And in the past, the Hierophant. That, I get different feelings around the Hierophant. Is a lot of times I feel like spiritually grounded. This could speak about somebody that's coming through that is, giving you some guidance for sure with the Hierophant. It's also about the group and learning in higher institutions. It's also about doing things in the traditional way. But what stuck out to me was conformity. And I don't know, for some reason it feels a little bit like heavy. It almost has that energy of like, being asked to conform to something, and you're in the middle of this trying to balance shit out. And in the present, the Queen of Wands. So now in terms of you, that's beautiful. The Queen of Wands, I love the energy. And I like it better for Aries because, I love Aries to death. You guys are always about experiencing new things and starting new things. But, when you look at the King of Wands and you look at Aries, lack of commitment, no offense, but, right? Like needing to commit to the projects and the things that you start and see them to completion. But when you're looking at the Queen of Wands, it's good. This to me is saying that you're able to manage the things that are going on in your life. And it's a beautiful energy to be surrounded by. It's saying confidence, but there's also excitement and enthusiasm there too. Oh, very nice, very nice. So future conditions, the Empress. Now that to me is opposing to the Hierophant. Because I don't feel, conformity here with the Empress. I feel abundance. I feel comfort. I feel comfortable. Now, for some of you, this could definitely have to do with a female figure in your life looking at the Empress and the Queen of Wands. And again, that's the other part too. This could be another fire sign coming through here. But in terms of you, between the two energies, fantastic. It looks beautiful. But I still feel kind of a heavy feeling around the Hierophant, like, being asked to conform to a way that may not be true to you. It's not necessarily a horrible, horrible thing, but I think that with the Queen of Wands, that to her and the Empress, no. Conform? No. No way. And as far as that, with the Two of Coins being there, you're able to manage the things that are going on here. But the Empress looks good. Yeah, I don't know what it is with this damn card, but I'm telling you, this thing keeps showing up this week and it's driving me nuts. The Seven of Swords. Now, back to my feeling of conformity here with the Hierophant. When you're looking at the Seven of Swords as your best path to follow, this is telling you, it's funny because it's like Spirit telling you you're going to have to be on the down low about stuff here. You don't want to be talking about anything. It's not asking you to intentionally be deceptive. It's just saying that there is a reason here why you need to be quiet about the things that you're doing. On the other hand, for some of you, it could just be, this is a good luck moment here, with the fingers crossed to take with you what you can and get the hell out of this situation where you feel oppressed. But I think you're okay. It's funny. It's funny that this card keeps showing up here, and you guys aren't the only ones seeing it here. There's a reason why. When it shows up in this position, there's a reason why you need to be quiet about what your plans are. And it may be because you would otherwise be stopped here with the Hierophant, that like oppressive energy, like, no, you shouldn't be doing that. You have to do things this way. But no, Aries doesn't do that. They do things the way that they do them. You're not going to tell me how to live my life or do what I want to do. I'm going to do what I want to do, and you can move the hell out of my way, basically. But you look okay. I'm just wondering about why. Why do you got to be hush-hush, right? In your environment. It's funny. I'm looking at this, and I'm seeing the fist going right toward that Hierophant. Like, hell no. Strengthen your environment. Yes, you have the strength and the courage to face whatever is going on. And you're definitely not going to conform to anything. It's funny. Now, the thing with strength is, yes, it's great. It's great to have the strength, right? And with the Queen of Wands matching that, hell yeah. Hell yeah. For Aries, it's perfect. But why are you having to pull on that reserve is my question. It's asking you to deal with things with patience and gentle force, right? Even though you've got your fist up, you're not going to hit anybody, or you shouldn't be, right? No violence. Don't do that. But it's more about, being strong enough to continue doing the things that, make you happy and not conforming. Like, no, It's no wonder why there's this like, shh, right? Like, I'm not telling them anything anymore. I'm just going to do what I want to do. But you're still balancing it out. And that's the funny part here, because it holds importance with it being the past energy coming through. So you're still, maintaining it in your life. But at the same time, it's like, all right, look, I've done things the way you wanted me to do them. Now I'm going to do them the way I want to do them. I'm not going to tell you about it anymore because I don't want to listen to it, basically. Oh, my goodness. Your hopes and your fears, and that's good. It's just that, you're waiting to see how things are going to develop. The Three of Wands, right? You move into the Ace, to the 2, and to the 3. You have the initial spark of passion. You're making the decisions. Here you have acted. And now you're waiting to see how things are going to manifest, and it looks good. It is kind of like the waiting period. But I've always said here with the Three of Wands, you should already know what to expect because these are the things that you have set into motion. So no, it doesn't matter if the ships are coming in or out. You should already know what's going to happen here. But it's waiting. It's waiting to see it, But it is manifestation here. And with the Empress, it looks really good. But you're quiet about it. You're not talking about it anymore. You're like, I'm not telling you anything anymore, Oh, yeah. Look at that shit. You're just fine. You are just fine. The Empress and the Sun, you're perfect. And here's the thing, even if you're dealing with a mother figure that may be a little bit too smothering, I think that, for some of you, that may be the reason why you're not talking about what you're doing. And that's fine because the Sun is saying you're fine. And then not only that, but with the Empress and the Sun, it's still like an understanding and nurturing energy anyway. And that's where that feeling of the Two of Coins is coming in. Like, this is still an important part of my life. I don't want to drop it or cast it aside, but damn it, I'm going to do the things I want to do. But I'm not going to tell you anymore because I don't want to hear it, right? I'm not conforming. I'm going to do things the way that I want to do them. And even with, your own energy here between the Queen of Wands, the Empress, Strength, and the Sun. Oh my goodness, Aries, you look fantastic. You look fantastic. There's nothing bad. I just feel a little oppressive with the Hierophant. And then the Seven of Swords, though, still, there is a feeling here that there is a reason why you are not discussing the things that you are doing. And you're keeping things on the down low. Sorry about that, Aries. I have a really bad habit of not checking my battery. But anyway, with the Sun, you are just fine. And it looks good. Just that parts of it to me just kind of crack me up here. But again, there's a reason why you're having to be quiet about it here. But I don't think it's super negative. All right, we're going to take a look at the soul trees and see what other messages we can get for you guys. And then we'll look at Whispers of Love. And expansion shows up a lot for Aries. My goodness. Okay, so going through a rebirth, which is fantastic. But having the crown chakra open and getting messages directly from source is amazing. It is amazing. You are open to the guidance that is around you, which is fantastic. And expansion, something is expanding in your life. But it's beautiful. I love it, Aries. And, I'd like that expansion shows up for you, whether it has to do with people or it has to do with spirituality, whatever it is. The expansion here is being caused by, your direct connection with source here. Beautiful. It's beautiful. All right, now we're going to take a look at Whispers of Love to see what messages we can get for you guys in terms of attracting love into your life. Look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. Yeah, we know. We know. And have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. It's beautiful, Aries, and even in terms of relationships, you look great. And with the Sun coming out, yeah, you're going to be just fine. You're going to be just fine. And I love the energy that's surrounding you between the Queen of Wands, the Empress, Strength. It's perfect. Don't conform, right? To hell with that. Do what you know is right for you and what feels right for you, right? And be strong, but, don't be too forceful, right? But then on the other hand, too, there may be some things that you're planning on doing that, you're not needing to talk about right now. It needs to be kind of quiet so that, you can go ahead and go through with your plans. And it may be because you have like something really surprising for somebody too. All right, Aries. I get a different feeling with the Hierophant. It just depends. It depends on where it's popping up here, what's next to it, and kind of how I'm feeling around it as soon as I see it. But I feel like for some of you, you're like fighting the system. You're not conforming to shit anymore, right? I do like Strength, but again, it's saying that you need to move forward with that gentle force and that patience, right? But I love the energy here, though, with the Queen of Wands and then the Empress, because in terms of you, you look fantastic. Both of these energies are beautiful, and with the Queen of Wands being in the present and then seeing the Two of Coins, you're fine. You're able to manage out whatever is going on, which is great. Now, my problem has been this damn card for a lot of readings. Like, I don't understand why this one keeps showing up. And what's weird is that you're not the only ones to have it show up in the best path to follow. When it shows up there, there's a reason why you need to be quiet about what you're doing. But I think for some of you, you're being quiet because there's something that is going to be like revealed, is what it feels like with the sun coming out. And it's like you're waiting here to see how things are going to develop. But either way, you're fine. With the sun coming out, you're fine. And hell yeah, don't conform to shit because you look great. I love the energy of it. It doesn't feel negative. It doesn't feel overly oppressive. It feels good, and you look good, and you look confident and comfortable and happy, and you have the sun shining on you. You're fine. And what I love even more here is the soul trees, right? I mean, when you have the crown chakra wide open here, it's no wonder why rebirth is showing up. But then expansion seems to be something that shows up for you guys a lot. And it's so true to your own energy of, doing new things, experiencing new things. You're always forever expanding, and it's beautiful. Now, as far as redemption and gratitude goes, you're being redeemed here. Now, I kind of get the feeling that for some of you, there may not have even been a mistake made. You know what I mean? It's like you're grateful for the people that are around you that understand that, you probably didn't do anything wrong in the first place, was what I kind of got out of this too, seeing the sun. Now, if you have made a mistake, moving forward with gratitude and being redeemed and being grateful for the people that, are still there with you, it's a beautiful energy. The way that you're moving forward, it's no wonder why the crown chakra is wide open. It's something that people can learn from, and it's beautiful energy. Now, look to your inner strength and have faith, right? Like, yes, we know. You're going to be fine, Aries. I think you're going to have a beautiful week. And again, right, like, fight the system. Don't conform to shit. But again, there's a reason why you're needing to be on the down low about stuff. But again, with the sun coming out, you're going to be fine.